Hey guys, it's Ashton. This is my 6 weeks on T video after my fourth shot. I'm at my friend Kaylee's house, so that's why my location looks a little different, but she doesn't want to come on camera, so she's hiding in the other room right now. I kind of kicked her out, but she kind of left too. Um, so yeah, I don't have a bunch of changes to talk about, but I do have like a couple of stories and just entertaining things. Um, so I guess the biggest change during this shot is my voice, which I kind of talked about in my last video, but like I feel like it has definitely changed now, and also it gets tired really quickly. Like I should have filmed this video on Tuesday, but I didn't because my life is crazy and I almost never get to my videos on Tuesdays apparently. Um, but like when I teach lessons all day, and I get home, my voice sounds super gravelly, like I'm sick or something. Right now, it's not so bad because I was working at my other facility where I basically just ride horses all day and I don't have to teach. Um, but yeah, it gets really tired when I talk all day, so that's a thing. And I definitely cannot sing where I used to be able to sing. Like 2 weeks ago on Christmas, or however long ago Christmas was, I like couldn't sing Christmas carols, and um, my sister and I were like laughing in church because I can't sing at all. And I used to sing higher than her, and now I definitely sing like an entire octave lower than her, whatever. So that was really entertaining. Hair. All of my like fuzzy places that I mentioned in my last video are like still kind of working on like growing in darker and getting fuzzy and whatever. And then there's like absolutely no way that you guys can see this on camera in this lighting, but like my upper lip hair, where in my last video I was like, I shaved it all off because I'm an idiot. It's definitely grown in like darker. Like all of the hair on my face used to be blonde, and now these hairs are dark. But obviously you can't see that unless you're like this close to my face. So yeah. And then muscles. I posted a muscle update like in between this video and my last video, so I guess I'll just do another one of those at some point, like pictures. It's hard to talk about. I am wearing a t-shirt in this video, so you can like actually see like here's my muscle like not flexed and like flexed. And it kind of like fills in some of my t-shirts now, and some of my other ones not so much. But this is like the first video that I've worn a t-shirt in, so I mean like my shoulders fill up my shirts for the most part, and like my arms look like there's something on them, so that's a thing. And then literally like today, like an hour ago before we made dinner, and I was in the shower, and then I like got out and was looking at myself in the mirror, and I noticed that like my body shape is changing a little bit. So like my hips are like slightly less curvy, and like I definitely have like a little bit more of a gut, even though I haven't like gained or lost any weight. So yeah, and I came out and I was like, Kaylee, I think my body's changing shape. And she was like, yeah, I already noticed that. Where have you been? So yeah. Um, I guess that's a thing, but I like literally just noticed that. So, woo. Um, my okay, so that's all like the physical stuff, I guess. And then I was gonna talk about my name and like some pronoun stuff. I went to the pharmacy the other day to pick up a prescription for myself, and like not a hormone related prescription or anything. And the guy at the counter like gendered me properly through the whole transaction and actually thought that I was picking up a prescription for somebody else because all my stuff is still in like under my birth name, which is like a really feminine name. So that was really cool, like that I actually made it through an entire transaction without somebody being like, sir, wait, ma'am, and then just like looking at me really scared, like, so that's a thing, and that's really exciting. And also, I was at home the other day, and my mom corrected herself on my pronouns in front of me but like didn't make a big deal out of it. But she's been doing that lately, and that wasn't a thing before. Like she would just get them wrong and like say something but like not correct herself, or it was like a big, I don't know, but like literally it just happened. Like she said it and then she switched it and then we moved on. So that's nice that it's not really a big deal for her anymore. Oh, Kaylee just yelled at me that she noticed that too. So that's cool, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I made a text post about it, but like my cousins were using my right name and pronouns when like the adults in my family weren't around. I don't know. My family's just been really better about everything lately, so go them, I guess. And then some stuff about like prescription and doctor's appointments and stuff. I'm going to get my blood drawn for the first time to check my levels on Tuesday. Yeah, so I guess I'll just keep you guys posted on that. It was kind of like weird because the way that my insurance works, you guys know I had like a bunch of issues with like getting insurance to cover it. It took me like a month to get my prescription filled for tea after I went to my first appointment, but they only cover it by month. And so then now I was out of refills on my script, and I called Howard Brown to get the doctor to write a new script so I could keep taking shots while I was getting my blood draws done. And then they called me back and they were like, you should have a 10 milliliter vial, and I had to like explain all that to them. But actually the lady who called me was like super nice and helpful, and I didn't have to get transferred to anybody else, so that made that really easy. And yeah, it was like the easiest thing, like logistical thing of anything that I've ever done since starting tea. Like some days I feel like every hiccup that I can hit in this freaking process, I've hit it, but this was like really easy. Like they were just like, oh, there's an issue, and then I was like, no, this is it, and it just smoothed itself totally out. So yay. And then the only other thing that I really had to talk about, I think, is that for the first time, I had like a bruise under where I got my shot, and I was like, oh my god, I'm dying. Not really, but I like came downstairs and was like, Mom, I have a bruise where I stabbed myself in the leg. And she was like, oh, that's normal, relax. And a couple of my other friends were like, I bruise every week, so I guess I've just gotten lucky and I was being dramatic. Huh. Alright, I think that's all I have this week, so keep checking my Tumblr for text posts and like picture muscle updates and things like that. I'll put the link down in the comments below, so see you guys in 2 weeks.